We've discussed this before a lot, and we're going to continue to discuss it. And it never ceases to amaze me that every time I talk about this topic in Creator, I get a slew of very odd comments that only say, oh, you're just jealous. I'm absolutely not jealous of somebody that does not have respect for a human being who just lost their life. I absolutely have no ounce of jealousy for a person who is, I don't know, they have no morals, no respect for anybody, much less themselves, much less a mother that is grieving the loss of a child. It's sad and pathetic that that person even gets views, but here we are because they get a lot of views. So we're going to discuss. Because you cannot Google sister wives. You cannot search sister wives on the YouTubes without this certain creator popping up. Not going to say your name because you already know who I'm referring to. Don't have to say your name. That also should be very telling. I also think it's sad and pathetic that that person, literally when they get called out for being, I don't even know the word for it, for being just dark and twisted, when they get called out, you know what happens? Then all of a sudden they play victim so they can get some sympathy. Isn't it crazy how the cookie crumbles when somebody gets called out instead of taking accountability or learning from their mistakes or growing to do better, to be better? Instead, they want to be like, oh, I'm going through some things. Poor me. Pay attention to those people. Now, McKelty spoke about this person, this creator, last year, and I believe this was Tough Topic that also spoke about it. And I will say this was posted to a fan group on Facebook. So I'm just going to leave it here, and I want you to leave your thoughts and opinions below. And it's a very good topic of discussion because it's absolutely real, and it's happening, and it's disgusting and disturbing to say the least. And what I'm talking about is a person making a lot of money off a tragedy and then using an excuse. Oh, it's public knowledge. Gross.
Manner of discussing other people's extremely personal, intimate details and dishonoring them. And that's just her. She's tactless. We have talked to different people. She can't be stopped, apparently, which sucks for everybody because she is dishonoring him. And it's awful. You know, what kind of vile person does stuff like that? But at the end of the day, hopefully she's supporting her family. Hopefully she has a guilty conscience. All right, you know, there's a lot of other YouTubers and vloggers out there. And I feel like for the most part, most people are respectful, especially about, you know, Garrison stuff. I don't know who she is on this account because she does follow me, but I don't know who she is. No idea. So there's nothing I can do about it, but...
Remember when we all were coming up and at a very young age, our parents taught us to treat others how we want to be treated? Unfortunately, some people have thrown that saying completely out the window and hitting as low as they possibly can. For those of you that have been following the sister wives, more than likely know about the family tragedy last month that stunned most of us. And to be quite honest, it put me into this odd closeness to the Brown family, and I was really torn up for a few days. With that being said, I still had a job to do, and that meant giving you all updates on the family, how they were responding to the news, and sharing their tributes. However, what I did not expect to come across was actual footage of the police responding to the home after Gabriel's 911 call. Footage of the police walking through Garrison's home on the scene. Footage of personal interviews with the police. Footage of Gabriel in a very vulnerable state of mind after finding his brother. Text messages between Garrison and his family in a family chat. Triggers anyone with unaliving thoughts. And on top of that, photos from the scene. Now, I am fully aware that naturally, some of you may find this information interesting because you're a fan of the show, so you just want to see what was going on. But if you are a true fan, you probably haven't seen or clicked on one single video or post that has anything in regards to exclusive news with full body cam footage of Garrison's death or Garrison's final messages. So for many reasons, I will not use this creator's name, but use your imagination This creator goes as far as explaining the reason why they put this information out here to the world for the public to view. For one, and this creator claims that because it's legal and it's public record that they can. Okay, great. So walking down the street in a bikini is legal and it's public, but does that make sense to do? Absolutely not. They also claim that it's part of their, quote, reporting. Since when does a reporter share actual footage of a crime scene that has absolutely no value or story behind it, other than re-traumatizing the family? There is not any reason to see Gabriel speak to the police about his brother that he found. There is absolutely no significance to a video of a body cam interview. Garrison is gone. Claiming you want the world to see how toxic polygamy is and how horrible the Brown family is does not change the fact that Garrison is gone. Expose polygamy with another narrative. It's sad that grown people think they can try and ruin someone at the expense of a family member that has died. I have seen this creator use this family to the point where they are posting and so-called reporting things that neighbor of Cody Brown saw, found out it was inaccurate, and then this creator proceeds to leave the inaccurate information with that video up. That wasn't enough. This creator does a little bit of research, and when I say a little bit, I mean maybe 30 minutes, on the Mormon church, and then proceeds to make Cody the poster boy of all of the horrible things in the Mormon church, and has now claimed that the Brown kids were forced into a trafficking cult. You guys, think about that. And that is not even the half of it. But to enlighten you all, the Brown family are still human. They deserve respect and privacy. Just because they chose to film their births or weddings or honeymoon doesn't mean they're exempt from things in their lives they're struggling with to be private and sacred. Now, I've spoken to a member of the family. I will not disclose that name for what? Privacy reasons. And they are in the process of putting a stop to this, and I will allow you all to see it all play out for yourselves. And if you are the creator I'm speaking about and you're watching this, which I'm sure you will, just imagine if your child passed away, you've already had their memorial and you're trying to move forward past it. And you then wake up to footage of the actual scene of his death, seen by thousands of strangers online. How would you feel?
How would any of you feel if you were in Janelle's shoes? I think it's sad, disturbing, pathetic, and disgusting the level that some people will go just to make some money. The creator that does this time after time again, and anytime anybody calls them out, those people get trolled in the comments, and I don't know for what. The only thing people say, the only thing that gets trolled with me is, oh, you're just jealous. I'm not jealous of somebody with a dark and twisted mind that has to do this for clicks and views. And I also want to second that a real fan and a real viewer never clicked on those videos. I know I didn't. I didn't see body cam footage. I didn't hear any text messages because I chose not to click on it. I wouldn't be a good creator if I didn't encourage you to do the same. Don't click on people's videos when it's graphic, personal, private details like that. Before you do, ask yourself, what relevancy is this? Why are you doing this? Because you want to blame somebody? Because you want to point your finger? Because you want to be dark for clicks and views? It's obvious. It's real obvious, and it's disgusting. We have to call stuff out. I mean, that's what she does. That's what she's made a living for, that creator. She uses that as an excuse. Oh, I'm just calling them out. I'm just exposing them. Well, let me call this an expose on its own, okay? It's sad. It's pathetic. Don't be like said person. Don't forget to like and share this video. Inspire people to do better and be better. Click on more entertaining and more relevance when you're clicking on videos. Seriously. Love you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below this video and hit that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below. And by the way, since I went ahead and said that, pay attention. You're going to see a lot of trolling and a lot of hate in these comments. A lot of people are like, oh my God, you're just jealous. I'm unsubscribing. I'm sick of the creator drama. This is not creator drama. You need to chill with that because you're not going to silence anybody for calling out bad behavior. Okay? I said what I said. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below. I see you, trolls. And you know what? I'm not even going to respond to you. I'm going to like, love your comment, and keep it scrolling. Y'all have a beautiful day.